Hey guys, welcome to the studio. Yesterday I announced that one of my new fresh finished album songs actually got like a deal by a huge EDM label, which is just amazing. Finally, after all of these years like training to make good music and like getting in contact with the right people is paying off. And which makes it even crazier is I got 3 new offers. One by a German label that is actually doing a lot in radio, and 2 of the 3 major labels. They got back to me within a day and are interested in these songs. I still don't know anything about the details, but now I actually got a couple of options for the first 3 tracks. It's amazing. Like, it just feels unreal, to be honest. So my entire day today is mostly emails and also phone calls with these guys and like figuring out the details. So I thought, why not make a small video today about actually how to write a hit. And just to clarify, I myself never actually wrote a hit. My most successful song has around 3 million plays on Spotify, which isn't bad, but definitely far away from a hit. I'd say like a real hit, you will need at least like 10, 20, 30 million. And if it's like a huge hit that everyone knows, it's like 100 million at least Spotify plays or like a Billboard chart entry. That's actually what defines a hit, at least for me. But I think I still got enough experience and I failed a million times to know what actually you all will need to create a hit. Of course, there's no guarantee, but this video should be like a guideline, like a checklist for things to take care of to make it way more likely to actually achieve writing a hit, releasing a hit, and like getting as many people to listen to it as possible. First of all, let's start with the music. It's the most important. I think that's obvious. If your song sounds like shit, everything else doesn't even matter because no one wants to listen to it. Most important, melody, the lyrics, the quality of the singing, sound design, sound selection, the style of the song, the arrangement of the song, the mixing and the mastering. All of these make up the song and they just need to be spot on. And yes, I know sometimes songs slip into the charts that don't hit the check mark on all of these kind of points. But knowing about them and like whenever you finish a song, go through the song and check all of these will make it more likely. I think what's also really important nowadays is that the song is actually changing a lot. So every 4 bars it's changing and like grabbing the attention again of the listener. We're living in a day and age where people have like a very short attention span. So you just need to make crazy stuff every couple of seconds to just keep them focused. At the same time, I think most important of all of these is repetition. That's definitely what defines pop music and a hit actually from a regular piece of music. It repeats a lot. Like it's like crazy how much actually songs repeat. The chorus at least 3 times the same, usually the pre-chorus as well, and then the verses, just different lyrics, but the melodies are the same. So your entire piece of music, if you would just like boil it down to what's left, it's maybe just like 3 sentences and they just repeat and repeat and repeat. If your song sounds like 2 songs or has too many ideas in it, it's just too confusing for like the general public to listen to. So make it simple, at least like the core idea of it. It needs to be catchy and has like the certain special something that makes it stand out from all of the other songs. Yes, pop music might sound all the same because they all follow the same kind of formula, but I think the really successful songs, the ones that stand out, are the ones that are actually in some aspect a little weird. A recent example would be Billie Eilish. Her stuff follows all of these rules and it's very pop geared, but it has this twist to it that no one else tried out before in this kind of way. Her stuff is catchy, it's simple, but at the same time, the lyrics open up like a second level. There's like this hooky, simple, everyone can sing along and hum along kind of section. But at the same time, she's talking about stuff that might be a little deeper for like the more intelligent listeners. So you have to hit both, like the simple guys that just want to scream along, and the ones that actually want to think about it at least every once in a while. And getting both of this checked is actually pretty good, because if you just have one, you won't get enough people, or if you have the other, it's too boring for like people that are also in the music business industry that you actually need to make this hit. So while we're already talking about the people that you need, let's get to the big next section. So music, I think, is pretty clear. You need a good song. The next one is actually like the people that surround you, like the people that work with you, that help you, because there's no way you will land a hit on your own. So I would like to call this next part promotion, partners, and contacts, like the music business side of things. You need a good contact to Spotify nowadays, way more important than the radio. You need playlist placements, and to get all of this, of course, again, the song needs to be good. Your social media should be on point. You should like use it as an influencer actually does, because nowadays as a musician, you not only have to make music, play music live, you also have to be an influencer at the same time, and like just daily post something on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and whatnot. Radio is really expensive, at least here in Germany. You need a radio promoter, and without having like at least 10,000 euros, there's no way any station will ever play you. And then if you pay, which isn't actually legal, they might just play you for 1 week, and if the song doesn't perform, you're out again. No more heavy rotation for you. You need to make sure that people that listen to the track once or twice kind of get hooked to it. It's almost like a drug. You make sure they listen to it, and it's so catchy, they get like an earworm, and it's forever in their brain, and this is only being relieved by actually listening again to the song. So it's like creating drugs, like on an emotional level, and selling them. The next factor would be actually a factor you can't really predict. I like to call it the luck factor, like doing the right song at the right time, sending it to the right people, working with the right people, understanding the zeitgeist, like what's actually happening at the moment. If you make a song that sounds really dated, it will make it way less likely that you will actually get to a hit. There are always trends. Like for a long period, people love to listen to tropical house influence kind of pop music. And now it's fading, trap is getting bigger and bigger. So you kind of have to know about these things and try to predict what's next, or at least what's hot right now, and be fast. Getting support by bigger artists is like huge. Like this can push you so fast, so far. If you convince them, again, the music has to be good, they will help you. Like if someone sends me a demo and it's good, I help them like with as much as I can. And the really big DJs that can push you, they do the same. If you send them something they absolutely love and that just stands out among all of the other songs that they get, and trust me, they get a lot of actually quality stuff among all of the millions and millions of demos that are shit. So you have to compete with them and just be better. And there are a lot more factors that I won't talk about in this video. For example, like your attitude, your style, how you behave in front of a camera, how you behave on social media. Are you the guy that rants about everything to get attention? Are you the nice person? Like this is like image and all this kind of stuff. I won't talk about it because these things you can actually learn. Like once you had your hit, people will take care of teaching you these kind of things. And I think every single person is capable of that if they really want to. So this is more about actually how to write that hit. I hope this checklist helped you. There's one more thing I want to talk about because it's like so important. It's like the most important by far, but I now really have to take some calls and also change a little bit in one of the songs that I sent out because there's a little mistake. I want to replace the SoundCloud link to make sure no one hears the mistake. So, yeah, see you in a bit. Honestly, yesterday and today, it couldn't get any better. I got another offer. This one even includes like a music video budget. So this would be like the first ever music video for any of my songs. This would be like unbelievable. So the next couple of days will be extremely exciting. Definitely stay tuned if you want to follow along and see where this goes. Let's now just get to the very, very last point, and that is actually the follow-up. Because if you follow all of these rules, there's still no guarantee that the song will be a hit. No one can guarantee you that. I sometimes listen to songs and think they're shit, and then they end up being hits. Sometimes I think a song is a hit, and it's then not a hit. You can't predict it. There are too many factors, too many variables. Sometimes the song is good, the promotion wasn't perfect. Sometimes the promotion is perfect, the song is bad. Sometimes both is bad and it still works. You can't predict it. But I always see it like playing the lottery. If you just like try it once, your chances are very, very slim. So try it 1,000,000 times, 100 times, at least like 10 tracks a year. Those are 10 chances to land a hit. It is so important. Don't like gear everything around just making this one song. Plan in a way to make 10 good songs. And if you're lucky and everything lines up, one of them might be actually a hit. I know from a friend of mine that works for Universal, they usually have to sign 20 acts, make at least 10 to 20 tracks with them each, and just one of them gets actually big. And this one makes them a return big enough to pay for all of the other 20 that are basically in their eyes failures. So it's really a numbers game. The more you do, the better you do it, the higher your chances. So don't give up. And if you haven't even started yet, then just please go ahead and start. Thanks for watching. If you're interested to know how I got here to these kind of deals, there are daily videos for the past 3 years you can check out, from me starting actually making my very first song to now. And again, the next couple of days will be extremely interesting. I will keep you updated about everything that goes on. Now it's back for me to business stuff, phone calls, emails, and making music, the usual stuff.
Body rising up and down will calm me down.